Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Some 30 young persons benefited from the second annual Financial Management Workshop hosted by the Premier's Ministry on Wednesday, May 10th. The workshop was coordinated by the Honourable Latoya Jones, Special Advisor to the Premier on Community Matters.
This year's workshop is centered around financial planning and sustainability, which includes a step to financial planning, budgeting, savings, debt management, and asset and wealth generation. The workshop will also include financial planning exercises, and we will conclude with a discussion about changing our behavior and mindset as it relates to our finances.
The participants were youth between the ages of 18 to 35 years.
This workshop was initiated and organized to assist our youth in becoming financially responsible and prudent. Our youth will learn how to plan not only for today, but for their future. It allows our youth to foster financial growth and development, thus creating financially independent young men and women. I implore our youth to be open-minded and to be wise when making decisions, especially financial decisions. Decisions made today will determine what our lives will be tomorrow. As young people, let us not become consumed with our thoughts of being young and free, as this causes reckless behavior. Let us instead plan, save, and invest to create a better life for ourselves and our families.
The facilitator of the workshop was former Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Laurie Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence was a Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance for 23 years. He has served as Chairman of the Bank of Nevis for over 6 years and as Financial Advisor to the Nevis Island Administration for 6 years. He advised on fiscal policies, write fiscal papers and speeches, and assisted the Financial Services Marketing Department with the promotion of international financial services. Mr. Lawrence has served as Director on several boards, namely St. Kitts and Nevis Development Bank, the Foundation for National Development Bank, and the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. He also served as Treasurer of the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, Deputy Chairman of the St. Kitts and Nevis Financial Services Regulation Commission, and as Chairman of the Nevis Air and Seaport Authority.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Colin Dorr, who congratulated the organizers of the workshop, said the second session was important so persons can learn to explore new fiscal management opportunities. Acting Premier, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, noted that the training was timely and appropriate for the target age group, as they need advice on how to be prudent in their financial management. Registration is now open for the Department of Youth Summer Job Attachment Program. School leavers are invited to apply to be a part of the 5-week internship program. The deadline to apply is June 2nd, 2023. Interviews will take place from June 19th to 30th, while training in preparation for job attachments will take place from July 3rd to 14th. The internship period will be July 17th to August 18th. Registration forms can be collected at the Department of Youth on the second floor of the Reliable Motors Miniplex. For more information, call 469-5521 extension 6710 or 6711. The following is a notice from the Nevis Electricity Company Limited NEVLEC. The Nevis Electricity Company Limited NEVLEC advises customers located in the Stony Grove area in the vicinity of Nature Farms that there will be a scheduled power outage on Thursday, May 11th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This outage is necessary to facilitate maintenance in the area. Please note that the electricity supply may be delayed later or restored earlier than the scheduled times outlined above. NEVLEC apologizes for any inconvenience this outage may cause and continues to encourage its customers to safeguard their equipment and appliances. For more information on this outage, contact NEVLEC's Emergency Department at 869-662-5811 or 869-469-9100. Still to come, Prime Minister Drew engages high-level officials in the UK. The details when we return.
The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed.
As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. During his visit to London, United Kingdom, UK, for the coronation ceremony of His Majesty King Charles III, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, met with numerous influential world leaders and shared the vision of his administration for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. He began his second day in London, May 5, 2023, accompanied by the Governor-General, Dame Marcella Liebert, attending a small island developing states breakfast organized by the UK Foreign Office to demonstrate its support for small island developing states. Prime Minister Drew engaged other world leaders and sensitized them to the government's plans to transform St. Kitts and Nevis into a sustainable small island state. He expressed the need for partnership and support to move the country forward without the limited concept of GDP per capita. He also discussed upcoming geothermal projects and the vision to expand fisheries within the Federation. Meantime, following the coronation ceremony on May 6th at Westminster Abbey, guests were invited to the adjacent church house where the UK Foreign Secretary hosted a reception. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, Governor-General Dame Marcella Liebert, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil Douglas, met with the Right Honourable James Cleverly, UK Secretary of State for Foreign Commonwealth and Development Affairs. Other leaders and senior officials of numerous other countries. Honourable Dr. Terence Drew shared with officials that his government would imminently establish a task force to address in a whole-of-government approach the ongoing water issues, renewables, developing mechanisms to manage sustainably the Federation's marine resources, and forge through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs partnerships, targeted and measurable goals. Prime Minister Drew further maximized the opportunity in his brief encounter with a senior UN official to share information on his approach to universal health care and asked for support from the United Nations in prioritizing healthcare access across the Caribbean. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.